Okay, right now we're talking about Liam Neeson making headlines.
Yeah, having a big discussion about this. He was had an interview yesterday. It was published yesterday, and in connection with the new film he has out, which is about revenge and everything.
Cold Pursuit.
Called Cold Pursuit. And so in this interview, he says, Neeson said that a friend he knew had been raped, and it turned out the suspect was possibly a black person. So he said after that, after being told about the friend's attacker being black, he, quote, went up and down areas with a kosh, which is a stick, Irish stick, I guess, hoping, quote, a black person would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something so that he could kill him. Now, the star admitted, though, his actions were horrible and awful, and said he had learned a lesson from that bleak period of anger, which happened some time ago. No date is mentioned on when it happened.
So people are calling for a boycott now because he shared this story?
Boycotting because he shared this story.
And it's not only the violence implicated, but the fact that he had to keep using black men, as opposed to just, I was so angry, which is still wrong unto itself, that I wanted to kill anybody who I saw come out on the street that night. Maybe he was trying to explain his mindset at that time, which he probably was thinking that, and he was being honest about it, but look at his actions now. Do his actions back up what he does now, who he is now? Has
he
learned from it?
Has he changed? You know, and I think we have to judge. There are lots of things 30 years ago, 20 years ago that would have been that are unacceptable now. But if you're living this life, if you're living a lifestyle now that is good, and you work with people and help people, and you have so much going for you and helping other people,
we have to have a larger conversation to get more context there to see.
Focus on that one thing.
Right.
It's a conversation you want to have, though, for sure.
Definitely. Demi Lovato also. Conversation that went bad, deactivated her Twitter account Sunday night. Apparently she was tweeting the fact that she thinks the 21 Savage memes have been her favorite part of the Super Bowl, and this of course comes from U.S. immigration officials alleging that he was a Brit who overstayed his visa. He's currently right now being held without bond. His lawyers are saying it's based on incorrect information about prior criminal charges. And, of course, fans were slamming Demi Lovato, saying, how could you make a joke out of the matter? You know, somebody might be getting deported. It's not funny. So she's saying she didn't mean to poke fun or make light of it, and she was sorry if she offended anybody. It's no excuse to laugh at someone's addiction, let alone the overdose. So she was just saying it was the memes that she thought were funny, not the actual situation that he's going through right now with possible deportation.
People just go, you need to go with that one thing on Twitter. Would I say this in public?
Yeah.
If you're not going to say it in public, then don't tweet it out.
And might it be taken out of context or blow up into something that you don't intend it to be? It's so tricky because it's such an incredible following to share.
Again, I guess it opens up conversations and gets people talking about things like that.
And she's had a tough go mentally and physically with addictions, so we'll see if she returns sometime soon once it cools. Coming up later, Devo's going to have the nominees for Best New Artist, and the Grammys are coming up this Sunday, so it'll be a nice little primer.
Beautiful. Let's head upstairs now to Mel. Mel?